Yeah, I'd like to talk a little bit about weapons training in Tai Chi. Today's society, it's obvious that none of us are going to walk around with a sword or a staff or a spear and so forth. So why study the weapons? Well, weapons training basically clarifies more of the Tai Chi principles that we need to use excuse me, when we're trying to just practice empty hand. So it's going to point out a lot of the concepts and principles and help you work that into your form and into your two-man practices applications and into your fighting applications. Let me give just a little example. I'm going to use this staff here. And then, I don't know what this is, basically like 13 feet, I believe, maybe 2 inches thick. And this is like what we use as a training staff. This is just some PVC pipe. It's got some weight to it. And it's a little difficult to move. It requires you to get some proper motion into it to make it work. So in this instance, we're going to strike this bag. And we're going to look at, a lot of people use an upper body and they swing to try to strike this bag. But as we all know, Tai Chi principles are using waist and the legs. And using a staff like this, training staff, helps you to focus on those principles. So we want to use as little upper body strength as we can and focus on waist and leg movement. So we have the shifting of the waist and legs. And if you notice, my arms basically don't do much work at all on the body. I just hold on to the staff and with the proper rocking motion, I can swing this thing pretty handily and build up a lot of strength. So what we're looking at here is the waist and leg movement, almost like shoveling, and the arms just direct the staff, just like in the form. Legs and waist do the work. Energy comes from the feet up through the legs, directed by the waist and formed by the hands. So we have to understand how to properly utilize our waist and legs, making them all one piece, and then we can execute the movements with the staff properly. Now, translating that into a two-man practice or fighting application, excuse me, in terms of using it in the context of a form of fighting, this individual reaches in to strike, to grab me, and when I come this way and step in for the takedown and ward off, if you notice, I have the same movement of the waist and legs. If I don't have that same movement, what ends up happening is when he comes in, I end up trying to throw him using physical force, and if he's strong, it's not going to work. Or even if he's not strong, I'm not going to get a very good technique. However, in terms of using the same movement, using that rocking motion here with waist and legs, you can see that is what moves the arms. It's not me doing a ward off of some kind and coming up this way. It's because of my waist and legs. You can see how that movement controls my arms. This hand is just trapping his hand here, locking it out. This arm has him caught here, and I just rock this way. Use my waist and legs this way. So what happens is, when I come in, he'll go down with not much issue, just using my waist and legs. Notice how my arms move with my waist and legs. As a matter of fact, my arms move because of my waist and legs. I'll walk through that just one more time. He comes in, I come in, and I use waist and legs coming here. Just like a shoveling motion. Pushing from this leg, letting that control the waist and legs, shifting in, and until he goes down. Obviously, the faster, the smoother you do it, the faster he falls, the harder he hits the ground. Keep in mind, we'll go back to this pole and take a look at it here again. Here we have this would be the opponent's arm. It's trapped up against me here. This arm moves, and you see the arms move only because of the movement in the waist and leg. Shifting the waist and leg. Right turn, swing. Okay? So keep in mind, the purpose of working out with weapons isn't that we're going to go out and fight with a weapon, but that weapon clarifies and teaches us more about how to use our structure, our mechanics, the principles of Tai Chi. So, give it a try, see what you think.